Boom, 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 bang. You already know who's at the screen again. Your boy Siri, the one and only. Uh, so today this is the last part to the Orion model. I know you guys are excited, just as I am, because now we can move on to the next Greek mythology, Greek god, and now I can learn more Greek mythology. So, um, let's move on. All right, so we have here. All right, is it gonna start? All right, model one, Orion. Again, Orion is the hunter. He hunts animals and beasts, and there's a whole history between him and other Greek gods. Um, but the same way he hunts for animals, we hunt for liquidity, or we hunt for the setup. We hunt for. You guys get the point. All right, so Siri effects once again. Honorable credits to my favorite two guys, ICT and St. Kish the Great. Risk disclaimer. Y'all already know how many times I have to stop the video because y'all on this y'all gotta read this because this is a real thing. This is probably my favorite part on the video. All right, risk disclaimer. Alrighty. So now we're moving on to the next one. This is just, again, if you guys don't know the facts of Orion, these are just the facts of Orion. And if you have to pause the video to read the facts, then the facts are right here. All right. So the components to the model. All right. We already went over identifying the drawn liquidity in the best case scenario. We already went over identifying the break of structure that stems from the order block. And now we're moving on to identifying filters. Okay. And there are some important factors there that I've pretty much discussed in all three videos. You just have to find it. Those important factors are placed in certain places in the video, but you will only know the factors if you have watched the videos. So that is up to you. So here goes nothing. So obviously here we have a range. So from this low to this high, 50%, boom. Makes sense? There's an order block here at 50%, and I know I've taught that because month one does say that, but this is a filter. If there's ever a imbalance under an order block, this order block that broke structure becomes invalid or becomes low probability. Therefore, you do not want to be trading these order blocks. You want to be trading order blocks when that order block is the last part where price efficiently traded. I'm gonna let that sink in for a little bit. All right, so this right here, we have a breaker. So let's just break down this entire fractal. We have here a breaker. So this is a low, lower high, or as ICT calls it, an institutional swing point. That's why breakers will be seen at the smart money reversal in a bullish market or a bearish market. Alrighty. So yes, from this low to this high, this is a trading range. Okay, so we have an expansion, retracement, expansion. We know this. Okay. But look, there's an order block that broke structure. We close above here. This order block started all this run here. But guess what? This order block has an imbalance below the order block. Make sense? This is why when we come back down into the range, right? Because expansions seek liquidity, retracements seek imbalances. We're going internal for the internal liquidity inside the range. Make sense? 50%. That is the equilibrium between this low and this high. All of this makes sense. The imbalance below equilibrium. Boom. Look how the bodies are closing in there and respecting that. And then here we have this crazy, 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 crazy expansion. Because if this was a expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion, again, easy stuff. So, same thing is here. Same thing is said here. So right here, somebody will consider this an order block because this order block was formed right before this expansion above this high. But below this order block, there is what? An imbalance. Okay? Price comes down in there, and then we go higher. Okay? Now, pay close attention right here. Buy side, sell side, 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 buy side. Okay? So if you are asking yourself, why is this entire imbalance not full? Well, because you'll see it right here. There's an imbalance from these highs to this low right here. Drill it out in time. This makes sense. These make sense. This right here becomes part of your breakaway gap. Wow. Low, high, both sides rated. This is a real range. This is a dealing range. Takes out what first? Sell side. Then it goes buy side. So if the sell side liquidity is already rated, why the need to go back here? Instead, we're going to buy it. Boom. Dealing range. Both sides of the marketplace are rated. In which order? Sell side, then buy side. Meaning what? That this creates a bullish environment. Alrighty. Back at it again. Same fractal here, okay? This is a dealing range. Sell side liquidity is taken first. Buy side liquidity is taken second. And then we have a retracement. Expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion. Right here, this would be a reversal. Because we have another dealing range here. High. Buy side taken first. And then sell side liquidity, which is this low right here. Dealing range from this high to this low. Wow. Imbalance premium. Boom. This makes so much sense. And this entire time, this is an order block that breaks structure here. So this invites room for low resistance liquidity run. The Orion model. Wow. At what filter? Imbalances under order blocks. This all makes sense. Then we have the last banger to show y'all how consistent these dealing ranges occur. I said I would show you guys how dealing ranges work, and I decided to involve it in here. But just take a second to look at this. So if this is a range, or the real range as I call it for me, then this is the dealing range. The range that takes out both sides of this range in here. High to low, 50%, or premium arrays. Okay, so it happens here again inside of this range. High, low. This takes out both sides. Took out buy side first, then sell side. Buy side first, and then sell side. High, low, 50%. Makes sense. Look how small this one is. High, low. High, low. Boom, taken here. This right here becomes a dealing range within itself. I outlined the wrong low. It was supposed to be this candle right here because this candle comes here, and then we have the rate. Okay, so that right there, and this would make sense as to why this low goes with this high right here. Right here, low, high, 50%. Makes sense. We do it again. Buy side, sell side taken here. High, low, 50% or premium arrays. This makes sense. Buy side delivery was here, so just between this low and this high, that's where the imbalance is at. Boom. Perfection. Let this sink in. Now, this is something that my Telegram people have already seen. And this is something I wrote on my refrigerator for my partner and some of my friends, and then my sister-in-law. Um, this is what I put here on the refrigerator. And this is success. And what does success mean to you? And if I had a definition for this, obviously this is influenced by other famous people such as Napoleon Hill, Jim Rohn. I take no credit in none of this, all right? But they have accumulated my belief systems because I always listen to them, and therefore, something that they always talk about is personal development, success, and I've kind of cultivated something that makes sense for me, and obviously it comes from them. So, no credit in this, but this is how I see it. Success is a noun, of course. It is the process of achieving the life that you designed. So, I think as traders, our biggest goal is to have a full-time trading career and allow ourselves to have that time, that freedom, that location freedom, and making money from anywhere you want across the world. And if that doesn't sound like freedom, then I don't know what freedom is. But the fact that if you have this figured out, you can pretty much go across the world any given time. Doesn't matter. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you're able to make money. If you have the skill, obviously, in order. I'm not just saying that, oh, Wi-Fi is all it takes to make all that money. No, no, no. But I'm just saying, though, even if you were to make, I would say, okay, let's say you have a 9 to 5. You work 8 hours in a 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. I'm pretty damn straight that you would love working 40 hours trading, versus 40 hours of working for a company or a boss or a manager, somebody who you dislike. Because I know you don't want to spend your life at that 9 to 5. If you're a trader and you're on the ICT route, most of us desire full-time trading. And that's just the truth of it. So the life that we're trying to design is full-time trading and that freedom, okay? And success is that. It's the process. Notice how I said process, not the destination, okay? It is the process of us becoming that person that we need to become in order to do those things that that successful trader will do. That is our job. That is our responsibility. It is very important you guys understand that it is the process, because the destination can get very boring if you didn't work for it or you don't have a reason to be grateful for it, because now you're sitting at a mountain that you didn't climb up. Where's the fun in that, right? When you're launching off in a plane, you start from the floor and then you go up, you know what I'm saying? You go up to the sky and then you fly in the sky in the clouds. But you start from the floor. And it's that process from us going from the land to the air that has all that adrenaline rushing. All those emotions are kicking in. You know what I mean? Then when we have a safe flight, we start clapping, right? Why do we start clapping? Because we're grateful that we're coming back to where we came from. When we land, we're coming from the air and going to the land. Then everybody starts clapping. People think, oh, they're starting to clap for the pilot. No, really, it's because they got to the floor safely, successfully. So they're grateful where they came from. But we started first at the land, and then we went up to the sky. And all that emotion when we went up, all the emotion when we went down, and then we celebrate. Very simple, very simple. Then there's discipline, of course, and my definition of discipline would be the ability to follow or obey the rules you have set for yourself to achieve your desired goal. Okay? The rules that I have set for myself so I can follow or obey for the goal that I desire. Okay? Despite how I feel. I don't care if you feel like you want to rush this process or you want to have fun in trading, acting like this is a video game when it's not a video game. Because if you don't follow your rules, and I'm speaking to myself here as well, because I still don't follow my rules at times. But all that bad behavior is the same thing that's separating us from that life, which is why we need discipline, right? I'll be the first one to raise my hand here. Talk about trying to get abs. And then next thing you know, I'm consistent for 2 weeks and then I'm picking up a cookie. Or I'm picking something up that is not the best for my diet. It's crazy. Crazy. Discipline gets you very far. Okay? So, without discipline, there is no goals. And without goals, there is no success. So, the discipline needs to be there because the goals have to be achieved. And if the goals are not achieved, then there is no success. So, see what I'm saying? Doesn't make sense. But I hope that is motivating. I don't want to hold you guys here too long. I think I've been speaking just about motivation for like 6 minutes. And I know some of you guys appreciate it. And I know some of you need to hear it. And I know some of you absolutely hate it. But no matter which one of those people you are, I still love you all. Thank you for watching.